If you're Kentucky Derby dreaming, then this race matters because Saturday, January 31st at Gulfstream Park, we get the Grade 3 Holy Bull Stakes, a mile and a 16th on the dirt, and 20 Kentucky Derby points to the winner. Now, this race is all about points, positioning, momentum. Originally, 9 horses were entered, but it looks like 2 are scratching. So we're looking at 7 real runners. And make no mistake, this is a competitive group. Speed, upside, expensive pedigrees, and improving young horses. How will you find your winner? Facts and figures are going to give you that winning edge. I give you the stats, you make the picks. Hi, it's Maura from Trifecta and a little bit extra. And today is a preview of the horses running in the Holy Bull Stakes. Who is live, who is vulnerable, and who may jump forward. But before we do that, how about a little tip based on the track configuration? Inside draws, better, due to that short run into the first turn. And also, Gulfstream does favor horses near the front due to that incredibly short stretch. Now, before we get started, I just want to say this. Horse betting is not legal in every state, so if you're betting, make sure it's legal. Now, on to the contenders. Let's start with that bolt of lightning, Incredibolt, coming from post position 1. Trained by Riley Mott, he gets Jaime Torres. 3 starts and 2 wins, and he has improved every single time. Now, he broke his maiden going a mile at Churchill Downs. He stalked on the inside before driving past to win by 2 and earned a 75 Beyer speed rating. Then came the Grade 3 Street Sense, a Kentucky Derby prep race at Churchill Downs. Same distance as today. Now he drops to the back, he rallies, wins again. This time, 82 Beyer speed figure. Sounds great, right? Here's the conflict. Churchill Downs, forgiving to closers. Gulfstream, not so much. Inside horses do well here, and speed dominates because that stretch is so short. If Incredibolt repeats that deep closing trip, he could simply run out of real estate. Now on to the positives. He's the only horse in the field holding Kentucky Derby points. He draws on the inside. And Riley Mott, son of Bill Mott, knows this path well. His dad trained Sovereignty last year and followed a similar route, Street Sense to Gulfstream Progression, on to the Kentucky Derby. But a negative, he's carrying more weight than the other contenders. So in my opinion, if Incredibolt can sit closer to the leaders, just like he did in that maiden win, he is absolutely a win contender. If he drops too far back, that may be trouble. Riley Mott has said everything to this point has gone according to plan. The horse seems to be coming around the right way. In my opinion, a win contender, but just a couple of questions to answer. Roger that, Dana comes out of post position 2. Trained by Luis Ramirez, he gets jockey Renzo Rojas, and this colt has already run 3 times here at Gulfstream, so he knows the track and likes the surface. 3 starts, a win, a place, and a show. Back in November, this distance, he goes to the lead in a restricted race, but he fades to 3rd behind Strategic Risk. Now, Strategic Risk is a win contender in the Southwest Stakes this weekend. Roger that, Dana earns just a very light 66 Beyer speed rating. Then last time out, Mucho Macho Man Stakes, going a mile. He came from off the pace. He closes. Do you know how hard that is here? He even stayed on his left lead. This is insane. And he finishes 2nd with a 79 Beyer. Now that's still light compared to the field, but here's my opinion. Don't see him as a win contender for sure, but that last race shows some heart, shows some fight. If he improves, I could see him sneaking in underneath in the exotics. Now let's see if Project Ace can ace this assignment. Trained by Dale Romans, he gets Corey Lannery aboard. Now he's the closer in the field, and that may be a problem for everything we've been saying about closers, and Gulfstream's short stretch can be done, just super hard. 3 starts, 1 win, 1 place, and 1 show. 2 races, this distance, and they earned him the win in the place. So we know this distance, no problem. Now, he finally broke through the last time at Churchill Downs. He got bumped at the break, but he still rallied. He wins by a head, 74 buyer. But all of his races have been restricted maiden events for horses with an auction price of $65,000 or less. And that speed figure, really light here. So in my opinion, he needs a massive jump forward to win. For me, he's just going to be a pass. If you're enjoying this analysis so far, go ahead and hit that like button for me, please. It tells YouTube to continue to show this video to more horse racing fans like yourself. And go ahead and hit subscribe because you know what's coming next? More Derby preps, more horse racing education, and also drop your Holy Bull picks in the comments below. Now, let's get back to those contenders. Next up, let's see if Global Aviator, coming out of post position 4, is cleared for takeoff. Trained by Rowan Crichton, he gets Joe Bravo in the irons. Now, he's only raced once, but it was super fly. 6 furlongs here at Gulfstream. Broke slow, trailed early, went 5 wide, took to the lead, wins by a neck with an 85 buyer. That's impressive for a debut, but here comes the big question. Can he get the 2 turns? His sire, Global Campaign, he could handle the longer distance, winning the Grade 1 Woodward at the longer distance. But his stats, they don't say, hey, I'm an above average sire for dirt routers. His dam sire is Quality Road, commanded at the longer distances. So the pedigree may be there. Trainer Rohan Crichton does well at this track and does well with first-time routers. And the workouts, they are fast. Still, he's light on class, just a $40,000 maiden win. My opinion, interesting upside, but there's a lot to prove. I do have my eye on him, but more as an underneath type. Shooting out of a cannon, in post position 5, we have Cannoneer. Trained by Brad Cox, he gets leading rider at Gulfstream, Irad Ortiz Jr. Now here comes the mic drop. $1.75 million colt by Into Mischief. Now you don't spend that kind of money unless you're thinking you're going to the classics. 2 starts, a sprint loss, first time out, but then a 7 furlong maiden at Churchill. He goes right to the lead and absolutely explodes, winning by 7 lengths and a 90 buyer, like a cannonball. Now here comes the conflict. Can he stretch out? Well, yeah. Remember Into Mischief? He stamped his mark on lots of Kentucky Derby horses last year, including the winner Sovereignty. Brad Cox says, yeah, and Irad Ortiz Jr. climbs aboard. At Gulfstream, speed is dangerous, and in my opinion, they're going to send him straight to the lead. And for me, it looks like he may be tough to reel in. Can't reel in a cannon. Solid win contender. The number 6 horse Buetane, he's scratched, but he may show up at the Southwest Stakes. Want to know about that race? We'll finish this video first, but then head here to my Southwest preview. Now let's talk about a horse who's been nearly perfect. Nearly. Trained by Todd Pletcher, Johnny Velasquez climbs aboard. 3 starts and 2 wins, and both of those wins here at Gulfstream. First win, State Bred Maine, where he stalks 4 wide. He wins by, get this, 9 lengths and an 82 buyer speed figure. Then the last time out, 7 furlong allowance race. He gets bumped real hard at the start and still demolishes the field by 5 lengths with a massive 97 buyer. Now take notice of that because that is the best speed figure in this field. Now the question's going to be this. Can he stretch out? He's by not this time, above average stats for dirt routers. And also the sire of Epicenter, who finished 2nd in the Derby in the Preakness. He gets Mineshaft as the dam sire, excelled at the longer distances. So yes, the distance should be there. My opinion is he's going to sit right off a Cannoneer, get that first run, and he may be devastating or just nearly devastating. Major win contender, in my opinion. And finally, let's just see how brave Bravaro really is. Trained by Safi Joseph Jr., jockey is Tyler Gaffleone. 2 starts and 2 wins, both at Aqueduct against New York breds. He broke his maiden sprinting, chased 3 to 4 wide, then steps up in the Sleepy Hollow Stakes, going a mile. Now he saved ground early. He swings 5 to 6 wide, and he wins by 2 with an 84 buyer. Now he ships south for Saffie Joseph Jr. and Tyler Gaffalione, and they are fresh off their win in the Pegasus Cup. My opinion, I don't really love him for the top spot, but he is improving and absolutely usable underneath. The number 9 horse, Game For It, also scratched. Now don't go yet, because it's the most important part of the video. It's your turn to tell me who's given no bull in the Holy Bull Stakes. Drop your comments below. And if this analysis provided you some useful information, go ahead and hit like. Want more coverage like this? Want that horse racing education that you and your friends can use? Then go ahead and hit subscribe, because all of that is coming your way. I hope you find your winner on Saturday and sashay away with your money. Until next time, cheers.